Hey guys, if you're like me, and you may or may not be, you probably played You probably played a lot of DOS games back in the 90s, and one of those series that I played quite a bit of was the Commander Keen series. Now, some people know about Commander Keen, others don't. You'll certainly hear more and more about it as we go through. I'll explain that. So, yeah, Commander Keen, that's what we're playing. Well, at least one of them. There was like 6 or 17 or 34 games or something like that. They kept releasing them in like Shareware, like little floppies. And, oh man, how things have changed. Yeah. So this is actually, I think, part 4 or 5. This is Secret of the Oracle. We're going to be playing through Secret of the Oracle. And, first things first, I'm on the main menu screen. I'm going to try to configure the control pad. And it's kind of giving me a hard time, so I don't know how well this is going to go. You know, this is a DOS DOS system here, and I'm using a modern control pad, so who knows what the real problem is. So let's see, upper left button 1, lower right button 2. Let's see if that worked. Nope, can't do that. Upper left button 1 or right button 2. Still not working. That's what I was afraid of. I'm probably going to end up having to use the keyboard for this thing. Let's try joystick 2. Upper left button 1, button 1, button 1, button 1. Okay. Lower right button 2. Okay. So now maybe, I don't know. Options. 2 button firing off. SVGA compatibility on. Let's try, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be letting me change it here. I don't know. Well, oh well. No luck this time. Let's see, maybe that'll do it. I've gotten it to work once, maybe twice. It just doesn't cooperate. Yeah, whatever. It's not my graphics pad anyway, so it won't feel the same. Alright, so we're doing this with the keyboard, so this might be tricky. Anyway, why don't I just show you the multiplayer mode. Paddle War. It's not even really multiplayer, it's just one player Pong. I think when we first got this, me and my brother got this, I think we spent more time playing the Pong game than we did playing the actual Commander Keen. As you can tell, my skills at this game are outstanding. Oh, baby. I feel like that's how I won. Like, I always got 2 in a row. Well, maybe not always. Anyway, it's ping pong. You get the idea. It's a version of Pong. Okay, out of here. Moving on. New game. We'll do it in normal mode. So right now we are using keyboard. So we're using the arrow keys to move around. Control, Alt, and Space do things. You got a pogo stick, you got to jump, and you got to shoot. And I don't want to use the shoot just yet, so I want to jump on this guy's back. Get the water drops. Water drops add up to water bottles, which add up to extra lives. There's a secret here. Oop! Shoot him in the face. Jump back the other way, other way, other way. Some ammunition. First level's easy. as you can see, the graphics are somewhere between 8 and 16-bit. I guess it's more like a 16-bit game than anything else. So there's a secret here. The trick is getting up there to it without dying. Let's see. There it is. And then there's all these little water bottles up here. That's all of them. And of course the platform drops away. And it's actually a shortcut out of the level as well. So there you go. Not a bad start. Let's do another level here. I can't remember if this is a tough one or not. They're all kind of tricky. I mean, honestly, this is not a walk in the park kind of I would not call this a kiddies game, like a kiddie game. There is a degree of challenge to this, for sure. There are those that might disagree with me about that, but this is definitely it's not a walk in the park. I'm trying to remember the plot as I go. If I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to rescue all these oracles that have been trapped by, I guess, slug people. I don't know. Jump on the green slimy stuff. My nose itching. Jump on the green slimy stuff, and you will lose a life. Yeah, also if you jump on fire, it's not good either. That's the thing about this is remembering you got 3 buttons to deal with here, and which one's what. Genesis controller would be really nice to play this with. Yeah. I don't know if anybody out there also had the Gravis pad. It's the only... no, I lied. That's the first controller I ever had for a computer. Whoa! And it, I'm gonna lose all the lives. This is actually the second time I've recorded playing through this game for this. And, the first time, I died. So... And I think I ended up using all the extra lives I had saved or I had acquired in the bonus level. But I had the Gravis pad. I don't know if you guys remember it. And if you're younger than I am, you may not. It kind of had a similar shape to a Super Nintendo controller, and actually the button layout was pretty similar. And the buttons actually look like Spree candy, if you know what Spree is. Then you're old. What's wrong with me? There's also no point in me going over there either. Ugh. Man. But yeah, but the weird thing about the Gravis pad was that it had a D-pad, but in the middle of the D-pad was a hole with threads in it to screw in a little mini joystick, which was utterly pointless. I never saw a use for the joystick that you screw on yourself. Never. I never once played a single game that that was beneficial. Ever. Whoa. Let's see. I guess I just need to get out of here. Maybe it's the next level that I actually start rescuing the oracles. Whoa! Trying to get as much of those as I can so I can get an extra life. There you go. A little better. I guess all hope is not lost. Let me see if I can save here. Oh yeah. No. Return the game. That's what I want to do. Return to the game. Do I want to go here or do I want to go up? There's an order that works better than others. And I can't remember the order. I'm just going to do the ones right here next to me first. And then work my way around. Perilous pit. I don't know. That seems... I almost landed right on that slug. That would have been bad. But like I was saying whenever it first started out, this game is anything but a kiddie game. Even though there's not shooting or anything like that. And I think I mentioned it earlier that this is kind of sort of id Software's or ID Software or whatever you want to call it. I've always said id. First release. And the Commander Keen series kind of came out because of Mario, actually, which is interesting. Because I'll try to remember the story as best I can. I know that the Johns, John Carmack and John... Oh gosh. I can't remember the other John's name. I bet Kit 171's like screaming at me. Because he knows the Johns very well. I can't stand it. I gotta look it up. Okay. I'm an idiot. John Romero, of course, because he made me his bee. Don't you remember? Anyway, they're both pretty big fans of Mario. They play Mario, and they really, I think a lot of people at the time, at least people in the PC gaming world, wanted to see Super Mario Bros. Show up on a computer. So they were going to approach Nintendo with the idea of possibly Nintendo starting to produce or release their titles in the PC market. The trick with it was that scrolling on a PC, scrolling gameplay on a PC, just was not very much of an option at the time. So they sat around, came up with a way to make it happen, and somehow it was something like you'd make the background scroll, but not the foreground, or something like that. Like it was actually stationary. And they basically used stationary backgrounds that didn't move at all, but gave the appearance of movement. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point being, they go to Nintendo, and Nintendo's like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're going to stick to, you know, our own console, and that's what we're going to do. So that's what they did. And rather than waste the idea and waste the code and all that good stuff, they programmed a game called Commander Keen. Now, if you've played the other Commander Keen, it's not as nice looking because it's more of an 8-bit style. The sprites on this one are much larger. They got a cooler. The artwork's a little bit more refined, things like that. Those that watched my playthrough of Duke Nukem, I guess it was last year around this time, are familiar with the familiar with that. The first installment of Commander Keen was very much like that. Very similar look, at least in my opinion. Duke Nukem would be one to go back, a nice one to go back and do. At least Duke Nukem 2, where he can actually do the flips and all this stuff, and they did a lot more with it eventually. This is long before the first-person shooter one, Duke Nukem 3D, which I don't mind playing through that either. Shoot! Oh gosh! Woo! Alright, finally shot that guy just to get here. Jump, 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 jump. Okay. Okay. This must be the Oracle Chamber here. Woo! Yeah! Thank you so much for rescuing me. I'll return to the Oracle Chamber immediately. No sweat. Oh, Guardian of Wisdom. Does it let me out, or do I have to, like... Yes! By the Shadowlands. Alright! Well, let me just save over that. There you go. Wow. Saved. We beat 3 levels. We've saved an Oracle, and we've got, let's see, I think there's 3 in there. There is 1, 2, 3 up here. Where's the invisible world? 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. 5, 6, 7 to go, I think, more or less. Maybe 10. I don't know. But not too bad. Good start. Alright guys, that's it for this time. Well, that's it for part 1 of Commander Keen. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button somewhere up there. You can also follow me on various social media outlets, you know, Facebook, Google+, Twitter. My Steam account's up there, and you can even go check out my Redbubble page where I sell ridiculous t-shirts I've designed Some of them funny, some of them really lame. To my, I guess, left, maybe? I don't know how this thing's laid out yet or not. There's a couple videos over there. Of course, my Shadow of the Ninja review and the playlist for the Red Faction playthrough. Thanks a lot. Please remember to rate, comment, and of course, click the subscribe button.